Today's episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast is sponsored by Chasing Aces Golf. Golf comes with pressures and expectations, and that includes what you wear. Chasing Aces hats, performance polos, and t-shirts keep you looking sharp from the clubhouse to the tee box. Visit ChasingAcesGolf.com. You can find them on Instagram as well at Chasing Aces Golf. Even the best are chasing aces. Post-major hangover. It was a good one. I'm freaking exhausted, man. I'm like officially might be burnt out right now.
Burn out. Too
I
much
know that's
golf?
hard to. Yeah, I don't know what it is. We had our VGN out at Wild Horse, and then I played the country club, and then we played Coyote Springs.
VGN at Wild Horse.
I mean, at
You're still burnt out from that?
Yeah, I'm still burnt out from that from 3 months ago. No, Angel Park. Sorry, we had Angel Park, and then we did the country club, and then did Coyote Springs on Saturday, and then I played Paiute today. And it's just I'm wiped, man.
Sounds like
Throw a little
good time.
5-iron in between that, and oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I had a blast, but whew, that's a lot of golf for me.
A lot of golf.
Coming off of 3 rounds on the SoCal trip, and
Yeah, true. A little back to back.
yes, we've been playing some golf, and I don't know. I'm kind of wiped. I got a little vacation coming up, and I'm kind of looking forward to not dealing with golf for about 10 days.
Wow.
I'm still gonna. Don't get me wrong. You know
Wow.
me. You know me. I'm gonna be all over the TikTok and IG and our Discord chat and all
When
that
do you
stuff.
leave?
But Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
To go play
we're out
Gamble
Friday.
Sands.
And Chambers and Tacoma Country Club, and in a really good world that would happen. No. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of that. So Jeremy is not with us this evening. He is actually getting ready to head to the airport and catch a red eye out to Georgia, Savannah.
Georgia.
He's going to be doing a little harbor town,
Georgia.
and we'll be there later on the show.
Yeah. He gets to play Harbor Town. That'll be awesome. Happy for him.
I mean,
that'll be awesome.
right? I just can't wait to see pictures of the lighthouse.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing his stories from that. So next week, nobody's going to be around. So Joe and I have recorded our first episode of the Bandon Solstice preview. So that's going to go out next Tuesday, and then next Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday will be our second Bandon show, and then we'll be back to normal on June 15th, right before we head out.
Yeah, that's so close.
Yeah, and then I got an interview planned coming up with the guys from Chip Shots, which is a new facility that's going to be opening up in Vegas in 2023. They're actually the sponsor
they're
for
that
our
far
Paiute
out,
event.
huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, they just got the permits to get the okay to do the redo of the building that they got. So it's going to take a little while. But they're the sponsor of the Paiute event, and a really cool place that's coming to the Valley. So stay tuned for that one. And what was the other interview that I wanted to... Oh, I want to get the guys from Random Golf Club on and have them talk a little bit about that, since they're making some good headway with their group here in town. And
They are growing. They are definitely growing.
They're definitely growing. So yeah, that'll be fun.
I would love to
Let's
get
get
to
into
one
a
of
little-
those. It's tough.
It's so hard.
Afternoon.
I knew I was
for
playing
me.
today, and after going out to Coyote, and I'm like, I gotta get ready for this trip. And I said, man, I'm sorry, I just can't make it.
Yeah, I want to go.
But I do want to go really bad.
I would like to bring Theo, but I'd have to have one of you guys there or something just to, while I swing, put a caution tape around him so he doesn't.
I'll bring Emma.
Yeah.
Emma,
One of
Emma
these
can
days.
watch them.
One of these days we'll get
We'll
out
make
there.
it out there. We'll make it out there. So let's. You want to get into a little of the golf that we played?
Yeah, sure.
So what? How'd you do out at Coyote?
Probably my worst round in quite a while. My back was just toast.
Yeah, I could tell right away.
I just could not. I could not turn. I could not like finish a swing. I had a few decent holes, but man, I was definitely hurting. We started at 7:30, and first time we saw the cart girl was like, I need some beer to try and numb this pain in my back. So
Yeah, that was on the green of the first hole.
yeah. It was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was.
normally I would not start drinking that early or even consider that, but yeah, it was pretty painful. It's feeling a little bit better, but it's still not 100%. So
Joe's in full workout mode, trying to get his body ready for the solstice, and he's going at it too hard.
yeah, I'm just
Going at it too hard.
just trying to bulk up, man. I'm trying to be fucking Arnold.
So I said, as we were coming off the last hole we played, it was kind of refreshing to watch you struggle. It's been a while.
yeah, I know.
Which is it's you never want to hear anybody happy that you struggled, but considering how long you've been playing really good golf,
well, it's
that's a
basically
compliment.
saying like I'm happy that you hurt today and you were in pain. So
No, it's
kind of a
like
dick move.
it's it's kind of like
I'm
the
happy you were in
guys-
pain today and you were hurting the entire time today.
No. I wasn't happy you were hurting. I was like enjoying watching you struggle hitting golf balls because it's been a while. It's been a while, and I've been watching you just play really good golf for a long time. So I know you weren't feeling well. So it wasn't like your game has gone to shit. You just weren't feeling it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have been in a little downturn lately, hitting a lot of fat shots. Well, I mean, at 5-iron, like I hit a lot of fat shots. I don't know why. On the course, I'm usually a little bit better than 5-iron, but I don't know. I got to figure something out myself. So
Yeah. So Coyote was in pretty good shape. They had recently punched, and we had a lot of people letting us know that the course is not in good shape, and I thought it was fantastic.
yeah, it was great.
I mean, the fairways were wonderful. The rough was thick. The bunkers, I mean, they could have used a little bit more raking, but overall the bunkers were in good shape.
The bunkers felt like Play-Doh to me, like thick.
Yeah, you
like,
kept saying that.
yeah, like there was sand in them for the most part, but they were just like, I don't know, like the layer under the top layer was like wet or something, and it just felt like thick and Play-Doh-y to me.
That's how the wet bunkers at Paiute are to me, where it's like clay, where it just slides across and doesn't dig in.
Yeah.
But I thought the greens were okay too. You could tell that they had been punched and they had a hard time recovering, but
A little
I thought they
slower
rolled
than
good.
normal. A little slower.
A little
than
slower
normal.
than yeah. But overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
So a course that blew me away this last week. Adam, Jim, Dan, and myself played the country club, and I had played it, 6 weeks before, and they were a week out of their punch, and so it was sanded and bumpy, and I really didn't have a great time putting then. But this last week, they were flawless. I mean, probably the best conditions I've ever seen that course in. It was amazing. The greens they were fast. They were rolling true. Everything about the course was just absolutely outstanding. So if you get a chance to get out to the country club anytime here in the next couple of weeks before it starts getting too hot, do yourself a favor and jump on that because it's an amazing place right now.
Yeah, I had heard that it was just prime, like pure, and I got some pictures sent to me, and yeah, it looked amazing out there.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So I'm glad we got that in.
What a great spot!
And
Great spot.
yeah, and then today I'm retiring there. I haven't told my wife that yet, but we're gonna
Get a little
that's
town
my-
home.
Yeah, gonna get a little town home with
Go shop at the supermercado and get some carne asada every night.
I've already got
Easy
my
access
arsenal
to
protect
pawn
the house.
shops.
East Side Sahara, baby.
Boulevard
yeah.
Mall, in case you need some lens crafters or something, right there.
It's all right there. But I'm gonna have the little cart driveway, and we don't need a lot. You know, kids will be grown and out and gone to college, and
We were actually looking to buy somewhere in there before we bought our house. Like that was one of our spots we were thinking, which would have been cool.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
yeah, there's one on the third tee that's completely gutted, and it's got a baby grand piano on the bottom floor. That's it. It's just wood structure and a baby grand piano. It's been like that for a while now. So apparently the financing fell through, but they did get the piano inside. It's funny. And then today I made it out to Paiute. Andrew's in town. He wanted to get in a practice round. He's playing in a amateur event out there June 6th, 7th, and 8th. And he wanted to get in a practice round on the Sun course. So we went out there this morning, got paired with another gentleman. He was an older guy, played up the forward tees, and no issues with him. It was the group in front of them.
Oh, you didn't play with Dan, Steve, and Tom?
No, it's Monday. It's Monday. They all work.
Oh, it is Monday. I was thinking it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No. Oh, did you work today?
No. Well, I worked from home today because Katie's out of town.
That's why.
And our daycare is closed. So, yeah.
That's why you're all messed up.
I thought
We're doing a
today
podcast
was
on Sunday night.
When I saw that you played today, I was like, oh, Sunday. Yeah, I played with the guys.
Nope.
Wow, you played on a Monday. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
The group in front of us, though, was three old cooters that, oh my God, one of the guys had a handicap flag on his cart.
Oh.
And it still took him 10 minutes to get from the hole to his golf cart.
Oh, wow.
Bad. But we waited on probably, I'd say, 10 tee boxes for them to get out of the fairway or the green. And we still played in 340.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's just under 4 is what we did, because we teed off at 7:20 and we were done just a little after 11. So it was right under 4.
Okay.
So it was good.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. But Paiute, as always, is in great shape. Andrew really learned some things about the putting out there.
Had he played out there before?
He has. He was here for Legends.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he just, he doesn't remember it. He doesn't remember golf courses.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Like us. I was talking to Dan about that while we were at Coyote, and he's like, yeah, I don't know how you guys recall these holes like in your head, and like, unless I've played it 100 times, I'm not going to remember.
It's bad, man. I don't wish that upon anybody, to have a recallable memory of golf holes.
But it's good. Like if if you go travel somewhere, like say you travel to Gamble Sands, right? And that's a spot that you might only play once in your life, potentially. It's good to have that memory to be able to recall those holes. If
I was a player like Bob West from Bob West Realty or whatever it is, the golfing real estate agent team. Great, yeah. That's what it is. Great. If I had his golfing memories, because along with remembering the holes, I remember the shots.
Yeah.
And that's the bad part. It's great when I have a great, hole, but bad rounds of golf is not something you want to remember.
Yeah, but it's good though, because if you're faced with that situation again, then you remember like, oh, I've faced this shot before on this hole at this course, and I had this lie, and it's good to be able to recall that shit, I think, personally.
All right, I'll try and look at it that way.
Exactly. Optimism.
Optimism.
But
yeah, Paiute was in great shape. I chatted with Jeff Cordino, the tournament director. I saw him out there. Let him know, the Paiute event sold out today. So we're full on that. Got 44 players, which is nice. And I let him know that we're gonna have a photographer, and he's like, as long as he doesn't record video, we're good. So still photography is fine. I said, yep. And they're gonna help us with teardown and everything. So it's gonna be a good event. So I'm glad we got that all filled up before I bounced, because I was a little stressed about that.
Cool. Well, I don't think I'm going to Arizona during that time because Katie's going to be traveling, so I'm probably in it. I've already signed up, so anybody that was hoping that someone would back out, it probably won't be me. But, keep tuned. There could potentially be a spot opening up.
We got 4 people on the wait list, so.
That's good.
Because people were slacking. Got to get on that. All right, so did you see the story about Jack Nicklaus?
I saw it pop up on my ESPN notifications, but I did not read it.
Yeah, you know how who was over here? Was it Bob and Trey when they were saying that Jack was offered ridiculous money to do it?
Yeah, I think I mentioned that.
Yeah, well, apparently he wanted to do it.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then he started hearing all the blowback and said, no, I don't want to do it. But the reason he said, no, I don't want to do it is because the people who run the Jack Nicklaus organization filed a lawsuit against him saying that his remarks regarding doing it were damaging to them.
Oh, wow.
So, because I guess he doesn't run the Jack Nicklaus golf.
Weird, crazy.
Another company does. I don't know I don't know the whole details on it. I'll have to dig into it a little bit more.
Yeah,
I have a lot of time in a car, so
it popped up on the notification, and it said like Jack Nicklaus being sued by the Jack Nicklaus organization or whatever. And I was like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, so apparently word got out that he wanted to do it. They found out about it. Word started spreading. They realized, oh shit, this is not good for our brand. And
our brand.
Yeah, our brand, that's his name. How odd is that? Right?
I mean,
our brand
he must
is
have
his
just
name.
sold the rights to his name. I mean, a lot of people do that.
Well, like I said, I know Bears Best he had nothing to do with that place.
Right.
The one in Atlanta or the one here in Vegas. He never stuck foot on property, had nothing to do with it. They're just using that name. Because it's replicas of Jack Nicklaus holes.
Right.
And so he didn't have anything to do with it.
Interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
How many people you go think that they're playing a Jack Nicklaus course?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
most people, everybody probably. Yeah. I started listening to the Phil audiobook that
audiobook. Ooh.
Yeah, Shipnuck wrote. I probably have like 3 hours left. It's like an 8 or 9 hour listen. I'm almost done. It's pretty good. A lot of interesting stories that I didn't know about Phil. I mean, people that have been in the game longer might know certain things, but there's some interesting stuff. And I know towards the end of the book, there's something about the Saudi situation, and I'm curious to get to that point. But interesting listen. I mean, that could be good for your little road trip coming up.
Well, I was just gonna take a right turn off of this real quick and ask you about that, because what we've done the last couple road trips is we will find like a true crime podcast.
Right.
That's like 40, 50 minutes an episode, and it's 10 episodes. And so that's our drive up to Idaho. And then, we find one on the way back. But an audiobook, do you think like a true crime audiobook would be just as good, or it doesn't have the same feel as the true crime podcast?
With audiobooks, it like kind of really depends on the reader of the book. Because some are just shit. Some are like really good. The ones that are read by the writers are usually pretty good. Like Shipnuck read the audiobook for this one. He did. So he knows where the punchlines are and things like that, and kind of interpret it. I mean, granted, they are reading a book, so it's not as.
Can
I
Can you
feel
hear
like
him turning the pages in the background.
No, you can't hear that. But I think since a podcast is more like off the cuff and like telling a story, it's more like I don't
I mean,
know.
the music in the podcast, the true crime stuff,
Yeah,
really
and
sets the tone.
Dude, the way
When
they do
get the creepy
podcasts
music
nowadays,
Oh.
they're their productions now with the Foley that's in the background and all that shit.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
really good. But
He's
if
got
you
some sad piano music every now and then. So.
if you catch a good audiobook, like a good audiobook is really good.
All right. Well, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good listen, like, especially if you don't know Phil's story or all the little stories about, Amy and Michael Jordan and the black baby and all that little stuff. It's very interesting. Shipnut tells a story about getting picked up by Phil in a golf cart at a coffee shop and whipping him around the neighborhood and taking him to the house. And it's a lot of cool little things that you don't get to hear all the time.
Yeah. All right,
I pre-ordered the new Mike Kaiser book that's coming out, and I think it comes out like a week before our trip, so that'll be probably an airplane listen.
Have you read The Range Bucket List?
No.
No?
Range Bucket List?
Yeah, this one here. Hang on.
The
For all of you listening and not watching.
The Golf Adventure of a Lifetime. No, I have not.
Yeah, this is how Bandon came to be.
I don't think that's not an audiobook. They also don't have Dream
not?
Golf as an audiobook either, which is The Making of Bandon Dunes, that book.
Oh, wait, no, that's not what this one is. I'm sorry, I'm thinking
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, Dream Golf. That's
Dream Golf is the one. I have that book, but they don't have an audio version of it.
Okay. Well, anyways, the Range Bucket List. If you want a good book,
the new Mike Kaiser that's coming out. Oh, jeez. I know I pre-ordered it somewhere. I don't know, but that's coming out here in June, and I'm excited to listen to that one. I was trying to get through the Dream Golf book, but I just couldn't read with Theo running around crazy.
The audiobooks are much better.
The Nature of the
like
Game is the new Mike Kaiser book.
Okay, when's it come out?
It comes out, let's see, June 7th. The Nature of the Game, Links Golf at Bandon Dunes and Far Beyond. Mike Kaiser.
Wow. Hey, I was listening to what's the Golf Homie show? Super Twilight? Yeah, I was listening to their second and third episode, and they were talking about Kaiser, how he picks one club, and plays a scramble, with the person he's playing with, and he just carries around one club.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah, I'd heard that before.
When you're as got much as money as he does, you can do shit like that. I pay $95 for a round of golf. I'm not bringing one club.
Yeah, for sure. When you could definitely go to a place that you own and just
hit
it around.
Hey, Obama, want to go play one club challenge? No, I'll just shut the whole facility down. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, other news. The LPGA is out at Shadow Creek this week for the Bank of Hope LPGA match play.
Yeah.
Dana is the 32nd alternate.
32nd? Wow.
She's not going to
She's not getting in.
So, no.
Sorry to break it to you, Dana.
Yeah. And then I already talked about the band episodes. So you got anything else in the news?
There was some other stuff, but I don't think it was anything crazy or that I recall off the top of my head.
So Andrew, this is some news. Andrew has been gaming a Scotty Cameron putter for years. He had a Newport style, and then he went to one of the new design one, the Futura. But he recently got the Tri-Hot, and it's the wide blade. I'm not a fan of the white hot insert. I prefer to have a milled face, but that putter felt really good.
Yeah, the new white hots feel decent.
Yeah,
I mess around with it at 5-iron all the time.
He went to Texas and had Blair put a red stability in it. Because when I saw him on the range with on the putting green this morning, I was like, oh my god, did he leave that freaking stupid shaft that comes in that? And I was like, okay, no, it's a stability shaft. But yeah, I hit a couple putts with it. Oh my goodness, it feels really good.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad
at all. So I don't know. I'm still happy with the Scotty. Still happy with Scotty.
There was another piece of news. Well, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
Oh, no. That can't be any better than what you're going to say.
Came out 7 hours ago. So Bubba Watson to miss 4 to 6 weeks of competition due to a torn meniscus in his knee.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which was surprising after having a pretty good showing at the PGA.
Yeah, he kind of didn't show up on Sunday.
That's true, but
of all of our favorite players on tour that likes to wreck parlay cards, Stuart Sink beat Bubba in the head-to-head and cost me my
you had
six-teamer. I had Bubba.
Fucking Sink, man.
Well, see, I think, hey, that's a medical injury. I should file a grievance and get that money back.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. All right,
I think that was the main one that I had saw.
Yeah.
And so I've heard people talking about this. Do you think Tiger would have a better showing if he rode in a cart with John Daly? Not really with John Daly, but if he rode a cart.
Hey, Doug, I'm going to need a ride with Daly for the 4 rounds, please.
I can catch secondhand smoke and drink some Diet Coke.
You got any more M&Ms? Those are my M&Ms, motherfucker.
Did you see that where he had like 22 Diet Cokes or something and smoked 20 cigarettes?
Yeah, Dad was saying 21 bullets, man. That's a lot.
That is a lot. If you're not drinking alcohol, that's a lot.
I don't think Tiger
I don't think he would ever do it. I don't think he would ever do it, right? But do you think he would have a better showing if he did?
Yes, he would. Of course he would, because walking is a physical part of the game. You're too young to remember Casey Martin. Casey Martin was a pro that came up, and he's now the Oregon
Jeremy's
men's
cousin?
golf coach. No. But he has a muscle disorder. It's something in his legs where he can't walk for extended periods of time. His legs it's bad circulation or something. And he filed a petition, trying to get use of a cart during play for the PGA Tour, and they didn't grant it to him because walking is part of the game.
Right.
That's like if you have a disability where you can't dribble a basketball, you can't put a petition to the NBA to say, "Hey, can I play without dribbling?"
Right.
No, because dribbling is part of the game. Walking is part of the game. It's the physical part. There's wear and tear.
Is the PGA the only one that allows it? Like John Daly?
The RNA has not granted him access for the British Open.
So the PGA Championship is the only one that he's been allowed to do it at.
I don't know if he gets away with it on the Champions Tour. I don't watch it enough to
I feel like
see
I've
if he's
seen
in
him
cards.
driving one at Champions. I mean, those are all old cats, so.
Yeah. And it's just 3 rounds, and who really gives a shit,
Yeah, I don't think Tiger would ever do it, but I think, like his comments during the Masters was, it's not the golf, it's the walk.
Yeah.
So I think.
And when just as early as this past Saturday, if you're not feeling good,
yeah,
it messes up your golf swing.
Yeah, even if you're riding in a cart.
Yeah.
Like me.
The
21 heaters and the 22 Diet Cokes might help. Maybe.
It's like, hey, dude, if you can throw down 21 cigarettes, all that Diet Coke, and all those M&Ms,
and then go to Hooters, and then go to the casino.
you can walk.
You
can walk, bro.
You can walk.
You got some squares on your feet. You're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So PGA Championship. I watched so much of it on Sunday. I made sure my couch wasn't moving. Pretty much from, I'd say 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I was watching the golf.
Yeah.
Congrats to Justin Thomas. You know, he had no idea that he was going to be in a playoff after he walked off his round.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. Mito, James, it was funny because James, the fights, I sent him a message and I was like, dude, Mito is your doppelganger. And he said, yeah, but I wouldn't hit driver on 18 with the 2-stroke lead or 1-stroke lead. And I said, yeah, that's he didn't need to do that. But hey, you know what? Phil didn't need to at one time either.
Yeah,
So-
true. I mean,
At the U.S. Open, so
huge bummer, right? I mean, but I think Southern Hills provided some good drama at the end. Surprising to see the score at 5 under for the win.
I predicted 4 under.
Yeah, pretty good call
That
there.
was my prediction.
But it did provide some drama at the end, which was awesome to see. Which, you know, I feel bad for Mito, obviously, but I just want to see some drama on the final 9 of a major. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
I wanted him to get into the playoff just to have 3 guys in the playoff.
Right, that
I
would have
thought
been
that
awesome.
been great.
Yeah,
But
but
break.
he definitely shouldn't have hit driver there. But to
No.
his credit, I mean, the day before he hit basically the same shot. It's what he felt comfortable with. But with 1 shot lead, all you have to do is make par. All you have to do is make par.
You got to live in the now, not the moment. You know, you had a great moment yesterday, but what is going on right now?
Right. His caddy should have been like, you need to make par. Like that is the objective here. We don't need to get close.
Caddy should have handed the driver to Dottie.
Yeah. Yeah. He should have
Dottie, go
snapped
take
it
this-
on the 17th and just
Well, he made
left
it
it
needed
back
into the
there.
playoff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, but what a great showing by him. He handled it very well. I think, did you see that? I forget who posted it, but Pat and Kazire said that it was like pathetic golf on a overrated golf course.
Yeah, which I mean, I wasn't there and I wasn't playing golf on it, but it looked pretty damn good to me.
It looked good to
And-
me. I mean, it looked
And
tough
the best
for
players,
sure.
the best players in the world, 2 of them were 5 under.
Yeah, Scotty
You know,
Scheffler
that's-
missed the cut.
That's 1 under a day, basically. You know, and
Yeah.
on a 7,500 par 70 course, I mean, it challenged him.
Yeah, I think the wind gave him troubles, and Scotty Scheffler, #1 in the world currently, can play in the wind, and he missed the cut.
And he said
Surprising.
it's his favorite golf course on the planet.
Yeah, and didn't he win like an AM there, some tournament?
Yeah,
he won there.
he's won some. Well, he played the Big 12 championship there and did something there. But Will Zalatoris played there at an amateur event and did well. And
Yeah,
Ray's putting stroke.
I
You ready
think
to
it
talk about
was. I think it was a great championship. I did have I had a feeling JT could pull it out at the beginning of the week, but his odds just weren't high enough for me to take that.
What's the money on it?
It was. I think it came down to putting this week, and they just couldn't get it close to the hole. It seemed like it was very hard to get it to close to the hole, and I think that was the major factor.
They kind of screwed up with the wind, hoping or taking the predictor, the forecast, and not cutting the greens Thursday night.
Yeah,
and it left it slow. The wind, it didn't really help the guys in the morning when it was windy, but man, it sure did help the guys in the afternoon.
Yeah, and
500 was still the final number.
Yeah, and JT got the shitty side of the coin on the first 2 rounds, and just,
Yeah.
I mean, he played well, man. He had the tied for the best round of the final day, and that shot he hit on 18 was.
Oh my!
I mean,
God,
his
the
tee
one on
shot
17.
and his approach was 17 shot was amazing. His drive on 18 was great, and his approach on 18 was amazing. And if he had drained that putt on 18, like the crowd would have
gotten nuts,
bananas.
I mean, you got to. Even Zalatoris said, "Hats off." You know, I went out in a 3-hole aggregate and shot 1 under and got beat.
Yeah,
by a guy who shot 2 under. I mean,
that's tough.
Hats off to him.
I mean, granted, so those 3 final holes that they played, like short par 4. Hold on, it's a par 5.
13,
par 5, 13, par 5, reachable.
Drivable par 4.
17, drivable par 4, and then 18, tough hole.
Tough hole. It was a good 3-hole stretch.
It's a great layout for an aggregate. I mean, totally.
Yeah, and JT was 2 under.
Yeah.
You know, and hats off. That's all you could do. Hats off.
Yeah, he played great. He had some focus, and he was dialed in. And
you know, I was texting Stavi, and he's like, "Who do you think you got this? Who do you think gets this?" And I said, "Man, JT is clutch." And he says, "Yeah, cream does rise to the top."
Yeah, I mean,
he's been in the situation before. He's a solid stick, and I got to go back. I got to go through the archives and find the audio when I said, because I'm pretty sure I said, bones on the bag for JT full time. That's at least 3 wins in a major.
Yeah, I remember that.
He brings that much, you know, and JT was quick to give Bones credit, saying,
totally.
You know, and the guys on LIV did a really good job talking about how Bones was there to just tell him, hey, you're good. This is you. Just do you. And where they said, coming from your dad, it's easy for the player to go, oh, this is what my dad's supposed to say.
Right. Yeah.
But coming from Bones, it was like, yeah, you're right. I am.
Yeah.
So
yeah, totally.
It's a hell of a team they got right there. Hell of a team.
Yeah, that was a good live last night.
All right, let's talk about I'm surprised somebody hasn't done this yet. I need to see a shot tracer of the Zalatoris putting stroke on the short putts, doing the zzz. Just stunned somebody hasn't done that yet.
Man.
But you know what? He makes them though. Not all of them, but I mean, he was the leader in strokes gained putting the first 2 rounds. Didn't have a good day on the greens on Saturday and fell back a little bit. But I mean, he
missed that one on I think it was for 16. birdie 16 on the final round. Yeah, it was a shorty, and dude, it's so crazy. I mean, he's a pretty good putter, right? I mean, but when it gets into that nervy range
and out,
yeah, good, great. Gets in that nervy 3 to 4, and it's just stalled out. Like, put some oil in the engine, man.
My putter dances a little bit too sometimes on the short ones, because I mean, it is nerving. But man, I haven't seen a professional do that in. I can't even think the last time I saw. Didn't Crow Crack do it once? No, because he won 2 times last year, so it wasn't him. There was somebody else that had a hitch like that not as bad as. I mean, Will's really bad. Holy crap!
It's really bad.
I don't understand how you have an arm lock putter and
that happens.
And that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like your body's doing it.
I mean, it's gotta be just totally like mental nerves. But if he gets that figured out, like, I mean, because that probably, if he figures that out, that shaves 2 to 3 strokes for 4 rounds, and he wins.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and see how many he missed.
Well, the one on 16,
every time I saw it, he made it.
But if he made that one on 16, he wins.
They don't go to a playoff. Yeah, they don't go to a playoff.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild. But I mean, you see when he makes the strike, it's end over end on line.
No, it's just towed. It's just towed.
Well, no, it's towed, but the ball rolls end over end and on line.
Yeah. He's got to have
so he's
some
hitting
weight.
it square.
It's got to have some weight displacement in there somewhere.
It's taken a Furyk approach to it.
Yeah, and that's what Chambly and them talked about. Like, and Chambly said something about Furyk like delivering the club head square to the ball, but Zalatoris does not on his putting stroke. Man, I wish I remember exactly what he said, but they were beefing about it. What's the other dude's name? The Irish guy's name?
Paul McGinley.
Yeah. So, man, they were going at it. That was so good last night.
See, I fell asleep when it was on.
It was great.
Didn't catch it.
They were like, yeah, it was great. I would go back and
They're
watch
good
that
together.
Again. They're so
really
good.
Together.
They're perfect.
And it's so funny on Chambly's Twitter account. People are asking, when's McGinley gonna be with you?
Yeah, they're. I hope they don't take those two away because they have conflicting ideas and it works so well.
Yep. All right, so that wraps it up for the PGA Championship. There was one other tournament. It was the Advent Health Championship on the Korn Tour, and Trevor Cohn at 16 under won this. This is how close Taylor was to another win. He bogeyed 18, and Trevor birdied 18 to win by 1.
Damn.
So he pars that hole. It's a playoff. He, just tough break. But hey, second place is second place. He's
That's golf.
Number 8 now in the 25. Harry made the cut, finished T38. Our picks for the championship, I had Victor Hovland, who just never got it going. Finished 41st. I got 13 points for that.
I did
Joe
not
had
see
Max.
him on TV at all, I feel like.
I watched a group with him on Thursday. So, Joe, you had Max Homa. He finished 13th. Got 59 points for that, 10 points for top 25 bonus. And Jeremy had Jordan Spieth, who finished 34th. He got 21 points for that. So you have a 741 point lead over Jeremy.
Won the week finally.
Yeah, and I'm way back, 1,000 points. So I got to do something. FedEx Cup, there's a little bit of mixing on this now. There's somebody named JT that got in the mix, but Scheffler still has a 1,200 point lead over Cameron Smith, then Sam Burns. JT moves up to number 4, and Matsuyama is at number 5. And JT also has made an appearance in the OWGR now. Scheffler is 1, Rahm 2, Cameron Smith moved up to 3rd. He hopped Colin Morikawa at 4, and JT is at 5. So, you know what? Let's take the break now because we've been going for a good time, and we'll come back, cover what's up on tour this week, get at our picks, and get the heck on out of here. Ask any golfer, and they'll tell you their hole-in-one story, whether it went in or not. Chasing Aces is a brand that was launched with the idea that everybody is welcome on the course. They believe in building a community through their shared love of the game. Golf comes with pressures and expectations, and that includes what you wear. Chasing Aces hats, performance polos, and t-shirts keep you looking sharp from the clubhouse to the tee box. So, take the pressure off. We're all here to have a good time. Walking the fairways and Chasing Aces means you see every hole as a golden opportunity. Please visit ChasingAcesGolf.com, and you can find them on Instagram as well at Chasing Aces Golf. Even the best are chasing aces.
Hey, I'm Bob West, your Vegas golfing real estate agent. Over the course of a 4-hour round, I can help you with some tips to lower your scores. I can also help you with your goals when it comes to buying or selling a home anywhere in Las Vegas or Henderson. Reach out to me on Instagram at TheBobWest, or just send me a text at 605-881-5481. Give me a call. Let's play around.
Golfers, swing into Las Vegas Golf Superstore for the hottest new arrivals from Cobra, featuring the new LTDX drivers, engineered for the longest total distance with extreme forgiveness. Internal weights create the power core, and hot face technology delivers faster ball speeds at every contact point. 4 drivers to fit every golfer's needs. Swing by Las Vegas Golf Superstore and get custom fit today. Las Vegas Golf Superstore, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
Thanks for sticking through the break with us. So from the PGA Championship right to a tournament at Colonial back in Texas. That's what's up this week on tour. It's the Charles Schwab Challenge. Colonial Golf Club, Country Club, 7,209 yards, par 70, 500-point event. television I put on here. Just go watch it. We don't need to break down the TV. You can figure it out. You all are grown-ups. Jason Crow Crack is the defending champion. And I didn't know this. The winner gets a classic restored classic vehicle. Kevin Na got one last year.
We gave it to Kenny Harms.
Yeah, that's right. He gave it to his caddy, right? Well, this year, the winner gets a 1979 Pontiac Firebird. So that's kind of cool. Something else to shoot for.
With a cassette player.
Money's nice. And that trophy is massive, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
and you
a
get the
huge
jacket.
freaking trophy. And the plaid jacket.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shit going on there. The DP World Tour, the Dutch Open at Bernardus Golf in Kronvoort. God damn it, Jeremy, where are you at? Netherlands. It's par 72, 7,400-yard course. The Korn Ferry Tour, it's the NV5 Invitational presented by Old National Bank, the Glen Club in Glenview, Illinois. PGA Tour champions, they have a major. It's the KitchenAide Senior PGA Championship. This is at Harbor Shores Resort in Benton Harbor, Michigan.
The KitchenAide Championship.
The KitchenAide Championship.
For all those seniors making banana bread at home.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that the Champions Tour, full of champions, in a major, has a KitchenAide sponsor.
It's funny that we say it every week, and it dawned on me a couple weeks ago, and the sponsors just differ so different. They're so different.
Oh my Lord! It's like the Maxwell House PGA Championship. I mean, you're never going to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, who never know? You never know. You might see that because they may be complaining about not getting Saudi money. They're like, okay, we'll bring in Coke for this sponsor, and we already got so many. Why not?
It was so funny. The KitchenAide with you can make pasta at home for the champions.
Just going to be nothing but talking refrigerator ads for during the broadcast. And then the LPGA Tour, we talked about a little bit earlier. The Bank of Hope LPGA Match Play is at Shadow Creek. Par 72, 6,804 yards here in the warm desert. I highly encourage anybody to watch this. It is a great event. It's only the second year in existence. Dana says it's tough because where it's at in the field, there's a big, I gotta look at the schedule and see. There's a big tournament after this.
Yeah, everyone wants to play, basically, is what she said.
No, that's not it. Hang on a second. I got it right here. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, isn't it just before like a major or something, and everyone wants to play it so they can get their game tight, and all the top people want to play it?
Well, they don't want to play it because of what's coming up, I think. I don't know. I could be 100% wrong. Why? All right, LPGA, please work on your... There it is. The U.S. Women's Open is on June 2nd, so... This is the tournament before that, so most of the big players take it off to prepare for the U.S. Open, not play Shadow Creek.
Then why would it be difficult to get in?
It's not difficult to get in. Dana's just not high enough in the rankings to get in. But I think there's going to be a better field this year. Let's see who's on. So we got Jung Lee 6 playing Maud LeBlanc, Maria. I'm killing this. So good, Matt. So good. Anna Norquist, Gabby Lopez.
Daniel back? Daniel Kane, is she back? I know she was hurt and she was taking time off.
Here. Ryan O'Toole, Emma Talley, Jennifer Cupshaw, Stacey Lewis, Lizette Salas. Yep, Daniel Kang's in it. She is a 4 seed.
22-1 for Daniel Kang.
Oh, that's not bad.
She was in the final group last year.
Yeah.
Could be a good bet.
Allie Ewing, Jody Shadoff, Allison Lee, Georgia Hall, Hannah Green, Charlie Hull. Yeah, there's some good players in it. So it's match play event, so you don't get... I don't think they have another match play event on the LPGA Tour, but it's one to check out. And Shadow Creek is amazing. The course is absolutely spectacular, and if you don't want to pay the $1,000 to go play it, you can watch it for free on TV. And I mean, it's not the same as being there, obviously, but it's worth checking out. So
Definitely.
do that.
Sick course.
All right. That brings us to our picks for this week. And Joe, you won the week.
That I did.
So do you know who you are playing or picking?
Yeah, let me go through the odds real quick. So your favorite is Jordan Spieth at 10-1, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas 12-1, Colin Morikawa, Sam Burns 18-1, Webb Simpson, Will Zalatoris 20-1, Victor Hovland 22-1, Max Homa 28-1, Tommy Fleetwood 33-1, Tony Finau, Chris Kirk, Sung Jae, Abraham Answer, Daniel Berger, Jason Kokrak 35-1, Mito, Davis Riley, Brian Harmon 40-1, Taylor Gooch, Billy Horschel 45-1, Gary Woodland, Sebastian Munoz, Kevin Nose won this before 50-1. Bryson 55-1. We'll see if he withdraws after the surgery.
Dude, that hand is just swollen constantly.
Yeah.
He should have never started swinging that soon.
Kevin Kisner 85-1, which is, I don't think that's a bad pick here at 85. Ian Poulter 100-1, Doug Gim 125-1, Joel Damon 125-1, Emiliano Grillo 150-1. And then let's go all the way down. At 300-1, you got Harry Higgs, Lee Hodges, Luke Donald, and Paul Barjon. Oh, Paul Barjon is 350-1.
James Piot is in this.
I'm going to have to deposit a little bit more money into the account.
Some good odds on there. Luke Donald is in the field. Kurt Kitayama is in the field. Bo Hostler's in the field. I mean, he's a PGA Tour member, but look at the Texas people.
Yeah.
Sahith is in the field. Should be a good one. All right, so who are you taking?
I'm going to go back to back. Good showing. 28-1.
Back?
Max Homa. I like where his game's at.
Homa, 28-1. Wow, back to back.
Back to back.
Do you want to know who you picked last year? Do you remember?
Kisner?
Probably. Let's see. You took last year for this event Kevin Na.
Ah.
I had Patrick Reed, who missed the cut, and Jeremy had Jimmy Walker. Fucking Titleist fanboy. Good Lord. Okay, so Stat Guy called it in. See who he is taking.
Hey guys, Stat Guy here, getting ready to board a red-eye to Savannah. My pick this week for the Charles Schwab Challenge is Colin Morikawa. Sorry, Jordan.
There it is. Colin Morikawa from Stat Guy. What's his odds?
Turning his back. 18-1 for Colin.
18-1. So I really want to pick Jordan Spieth just because he's done so well at this event, but I don't know. What's your thoughts on Spieth right now, Joe?
I mean, he's playing well. Has had a couple bad breaks. I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick.
Yeah, he's done really well there. But I think I'm going to go with our boy Chris Kirk from True Links, where that's my pick this week.
Boom.
What's he at?
Give me 1 second because I am putting bets in.
Oh. This is a live interactive model.
I am.
I can look and see. I had it up, and freaking William Hill closes so damn fast if you're
I know they kick you out.
really fast. Let's see. Chris Kirk is 35-1.
He had a decent
Joe-
showing this past weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. All right, I'm going to put that bet in right now before I forget because I have to do all this before I hit the road.
Yeah, I bet on Daniel Kang, just, hometown. Put a little bit on Harry Higgs, Max Homa, and Kevin Kisner.
The LPGA is on here?
Yeah, you got to go to LPGA, though, tab, not
I know.
the PGA Tour tab.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it.
I mean,
Who is
$7
the
on
favorite?
Harry Higgs wins $2,100. Like,
That'll pay for the solstice next year.
yeah, I mean, it probably won't happen, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. Yeah, Daniel Kang at 22 is not a bad bet, especially at that course.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely knows it. That's for sure.
I met the director of operations, is what he told me when I was getting my car worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Really not a chatty person at all. Not at all. I tried. I'm kind of a anti-socialite when it comes to engaging in conversations with other people,
Same.
which is a great position to be in as somebody who runs a golf league. But I saw his Shadow Creek hat. I said, "Oh, nice hat." He's like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And he's like, "Oh, I work out there." I said, "Oh, really? What do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I'm the director of operations." And I'm like, "Nice." And that was the last thing. That was our conversation. That was. I'm like, I did tell him. I go, "Yeah, I run a local golf league in town, so I
We would love to get us out there.
yeah, could you get us for our tour championship, please?"
Yeah.
You got 20 guys. Come on, you can make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Lordy.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty antisocial myself. Don't talk much, but if I know that you golf and you're into golf, then look out.
It's Hey Golfer. Hey Golfer. All right, I am going to look up Las Vegas tee times right now to see what we got going on.
The weekly forecast.
The weekly forecast for golf deals in Vegas. So let's go weekend. We don't want to do midday. Let's do morning. Boom. All right, here we go. 6:30 a.m. Desert Pines, 139. Las Vegas Golf Club, 109. Club at Sunrise, ooh, it's gone up, $99. Stallion Mountain, $95. It has 3 stars.
It's just crazy.
Who has rated that place 3 stars? Bali High, $349. Los Prados, $60. Angel Park Palm, $142. Aliante, $85. Wild Horse, $79. Angel Park Mountain, $129. Hey, that's. Oh, you know what? They punched. That's why. That's got to be why. Painted Desert, $100. Palm Valley, $140. Durango Hills, $50. Legacy, $112. Highland Falls, $160. Eagle Crest, $87. Sienna, $216. Holy crap. Chimera, $169. Bears Best, $150. Arroyo, $200. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Revere, $190. That's the Lex. Concord, $184. Good Lord. Reflection Bay, $125. That's
Not
for that
bad,
course.
not
That's
bad.
really reasonable. Rio Seco, $302. Paiute is all 3 courses are at $210. Cascada, $575. Boulder Creek, $120, and Boulder City, $60. Those are your hot deals. I gotta look at this. What was that I lost my mind on? Arroyo. View tee times. Wow. Yeah, morning tee times. 152, 157, 157, and 157.
Wow.
That is crazy. See, that's nuts. They don't have a $200 tee time on there. Why do they say that? Liars. So, the price of golf in Vegas is still ridiculously high.
Very expensive. What do you think is the best deal?
Club of Sunrise for $60.
Oh, it's 60. Oh, I thought you said Boulder Creek was the cheapest at 60.
Yeah, Boulder Creek was. Club of Sunrise is a little higher.
Yeah, I think it was 99. You said at Club at Sunrise.
Yeah, they went up to 99.
Yeah,
but Boulder Creek, I mean, come on, 3 courses, amazing practice facility, great short game area, great views.
I mean, Los Prados for $60 ain't bad either. I mean, tough to handle or bite down on that one, but Los Prados is a ton of fun.
It's tough. I mean, as much as I would love to do the Kaiser, grab a club and go play, like I said earlier, though, I'm not going to go play if I'm going to pay that much, I'm going to play golf.
Yeah.
Going to play golf. Do you got anything you want to get into? I want to give some love to Trey and Bob, because last week's episode, if you didn't listen to it, go back and listen to it. We had a lot of fun. I enjoyed that podcast so much. I didn't even mind the editing that I had to do on it to get it ready. It was a really fun episode. Those guys are crazy passionate, and when you get all of us together, man, we could talk golf forever. So it wasn't exactly a PGA championship preview. It was more of just the boys chatting golf.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun. We got so many compliments on the episode. So many people texted me, said I just spit my drink out while I'm driving. That's not cool. It was.
I got some of those.
It was a lot of fun. So
yeah,
I tried to get Dan to do our bunker video, but his shot, the sand kind of caught his eye, and he had to take a moment. So I said we'll do it some other time, and he wasn't feeling great either.
Yeah, his foot's messed up too. And we were talking about that in the cart. Like, he's like, I really should take a week off, but I can't do it. I got to play golf. I feel the same way because my back is hurting, and it's just so hard not to go out and play.
It's very difficult.
It's what we love to do, and I mean, I really should take a week off probably myself, but it's like if I'm sitting at home, like, I'm going to be wishing I was out, and it's tough. It's tough to take time off.
If my wife finds out I said I think I might be burnt out, she might just be really ecstatic.
Yeah.
So I don't know I don't think I'm going to give her that joy of knowing that I'm burnt out, but I've played a lot lately, and I'm still fighting through what the hell I'm going to do with the driver. Went back and played the even flow extra stiff 75 gram shaft today, and it hit it really well. So I don't know.
Just got to pick one. Just pick one.
I don't know. I want my Ventus back, but somebody broke it.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a malfunction in the shaft. I mean, but you played the Link Blue?
Yeah, I played the Link at Coyote. The Link Blue, which that's a mid launch. I'd have to go to the low launch.
Which you hit how many fairways?
11 out of 14.
And then your next round out, you changed the shaft?
Yeah. I started, I hit my first 7 fairways today. So
yeah,
it wasn't.
So pick one.
I know. That's what I'm, I just.
You show up to Bandon with 8 shafts. Like,
I got 2 golf bags. This is just driver shafts. Tell Scott, hey, I got another, I brought my little Sunday golf bag that it just has shafts in it, so I could change out on when we change wind direction and hold. Yeah, I gotta have a whole set of Club Champion irons that I could just change the shafts out at any time. God, no, I just feel like I'm leaving something out there swinging that heavy of a driver shaft, and when I go to the lighter shafts, I feel more comfortable, but I don't put it in play as much. And so I knew it was going to be windy out there today, and I knew that driver, the tip on it is really stiff, and so as long as I squared up, I knew I was going to be in the fairway. and I was, hit the first 7 on the front and went to the back and started feeling a little beefy and went after a couple and lost them. Not terrible. But I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to do one more thing before, because I'm just waiting for that Ventus to come in from the warranty claim.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a TR and put a TR in it, because it's in between the blue and the black, and
Right.
that's what your game, and you're really happy with it.
Yeah.
And I think my profile is between the blue and the black. So
Yeah.
we shall see.
It's a
I don't
great
know if
shaft. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to get it here and install it before. No, I'll have 2 weeks before we go to Bandon when I get back. So
I mean, I would like to get all my clubs rig grip before Bandon too, or which I would like to try, but we'll see.
that's not a problem. I know somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to pick a grip.
Okay, so it's almost like the first half of the year is over. We have maintained our weekly streak of putting shows out now for damn near 2 years. Joe, thank you so much for that. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Give Jeremy some love too, because he's there with us all the time as well.
Except
when
tonight.
he's not flying to Savannah. So the next couple weeks, little shorter episodes. Gonna get some Bandon overload for those of you that love that stuff. We've asked people to send in questions, but we're not gonna be able to answer them because they're already gonna be recorded by the time the first one goes out. So, thanks everybody for listening. We've got second half of the year that's coming up that's going to include some amazing golf trips and some amazing courses that we're going to, and some interviews lined up with some pretty damn cool people. So
Yes,
thank you
sir.
so much. Everybody have a great week. Get out this weekend, play some golf, and chase some daylight.
Later.